look at her experience in Iran while wearing her hijab and watch the response to her, because she posted this and this man took her video and he's responding to her. I have to make, before I play this, I have to explain to YouTube that I do not endorse what is happening to this woman, and I do not endorse what this man is suggesting at all. I am just showing this video. I have to be very careful here. I am just showing this video for people to understand how much things are escalating in Iran. Please, YouTube, please understand that I do not condone any of this. Violence is bad. Violence is bad, guys. We do not promote violence on this YouTube channel. So this is just for educational purposes for you to understand what's happening in Iran. So let's watch this.
میگن آزادی. من یه دختر چادریم. هر وقت با چادر میرم بیرون بد نگام میکنن چون چادر دارم.
So she's saying that these people, meaning us liberals, secular Iranians who are the Mahsani revolution people, the Zan Zendegi Azadi people, okay? She says that these people talk about freedom. So she's trying to attack the Zan Zendegi Azadi people. He said, these people talk about freedom, but when I go out into the streets with my chador is like a type of hijab, they always look at me with insultingly, with disrespect.
میگن آزادی. من یه دختر چادریم. هر وقت با چادر میرم بیرون بد نگام میکنن چون چادر دارم.
So she says that they look at me bad, in a bad way, because I'm wearing my hijab, because I'm wearing my chador, right? So before we watch the rest of the video, just realize that we are now in Iran in a situation where it's not the women without hijab that are just complaining that the officials are harassing them. The situation in Iran is, hey, this Islamic country, a lot of people consider Iran to be an Islamic country. It's now a country where chadori women, where hijabi women are feeling oppressed. Do you understand the wave of secularism, anti-Islamism, anti-hijab attitudes that is happening in Iran, where hijabi women are feeling like they're the minority, that when they go into the streets, hijabi, I mean like religious hijabi, like chadori women, they feel like they are being oppressed and insulted because they're wearing the chador. This is a major shift, but it's not just that. So this man is taking the video and he's responding to him. So he's obviously on the Zan Zendegi Azadi side. Yes, the cat lady saying Iranians are Islamophobic. I mean, they are more aggressively anti-Islam. So let's see what this man has to say in response.
با چادر میرید تو خیابون بهتون بد نگاه میکنن به خاطر اینه که شما حجاب استایل گند زدین تو مملکت و مردم جوری ازتون کینه دارن که فقط میتونن با چشم تنفر بهتون نگاه کنن.
So this man is justifying how she's being treated. He's saying the reason why this is happening to you is because you people with the chador, with the religious hijab, you are the people who have ruined our country. You have brought nothing but ruin and misery for us, and you deserve to be treated like that. So hold on.
و مردم جوری ازتون کینه دارن که فقط میتونن با چشم تنفر بهتون.
Oh yeah, so basically he's saying the people like you have ruined the country so much that people hate you in such a, the hatred for you in the country is so intense that people can only look at you in such a way. So he's saying it's justified. Again, I'm not saying it, I'm just showing you what this man is responding.
هر وقت تو فضای اینستاگرام پستی میذارم، حتی اگر موضوع اون پست ربطی به حجاب نداشته باشه، بهم فحش میدن چون چادر دارم.
So she's saying that when I make a post on Instagram, even if my Instagram post has nothing to do with hijab, Iranians in the comment section, they insult me, they swear at me just because I'm wearing the hijab, just because I'm wearing the chador, like the Iranians. Like even if my Instagram post has nothing to do with hijab, I still get insulted for my hijab. And then the man says,
هر وقت تو اینستاگرام پستی میذاری و فحش میخوری به خاطر اینه که امثال شماها موافق طرح صیانت و فیلترینگ اینستاگرام بودن و میلیارد.
So he's saying that when you make a post on Instagram, the people like you were the ones who were in favor of filtering Instagram because, guys, in Iran, most websites and social media are filtered, they're blocked for access, and people have to use VPNs. And he's basically, this man is calling her out on her hypocrisy. Like, why you're posting on Instagram while religious people like you were the ones who supported filtering Instagram, blocking Instagram, which has made many people, small businesses, lose the income because social media, Instagram, Facebook, I don't know, YouTube, these are ways for people to advertise their services. And in Iran, a lot of people cannot afford VPNs, or it's very hard with slow internet to use VPN and access these services. So many people are losing income. And he says, when people see you with your chador on Instagram, they swear at you because it was people like you who made Instagram unaccessible.
ها هزینه و تبلیغ کردن تا مردم رو بکشونن به سمت روبیکو.
Yeah, so he says that you were the people who were advertising so much for filtering the internet, and eventually where the parliament passed a law for blocking these.
اینستاگرام بودن و میلیاردها هزینه و تبلیغ کردن تا مردم رو بکشونن به سمت روبیکا. پس تویی که مخالف این اینستاگرامی با فیلتر شکن میای و تو این اینستاگرام مطلب میذاری، حقته که فوش ناموس.
So he said, you people who are were in favor of filtering, and now when you come on Instagram yourself and post something, then you deserve to be sworn at.
یه خانم رو در کوچه پس کوچه های شهرم کتک میزنن چون چادر داره.
Okay, this part I have to be very clear. I don't even know if what she's saying is true or not. I'm just going to translate what she's saying, and I'm also going to say, YouTube, violence is bad. We're against violence. She's saying that women are being beaten up in alleys, in back alleys, just because they're wearing hijab. That's what she's saying. I have no idea where she's getting that from. But the weird thing is that the man does not say this is not happening. The man is going to say good. The man is going to be like, yeah, sure, why not? I don't know. Again, guys, I have no idea where she's getting this from, and I do not endorse violence, okay?
چادر داره.
اون خانم چادری در کوچه پس کوچه های شهرتون کتک میخوره به خاطر اینکه ان مردم رو میخوره و به اسم دین و اسلام مزاحم ناموس مردم میشه.
So he's saying if that woman who's being beaten up in back alleys for wearing hijab, the reason why she's being beaten up is because she ate, and these are the same people that were harassing people before. Hold on. Yeah, I don't believe her either.
رو میخوره و به اسم دین و اسلام مزاحم ناموس مردم.
Yeah, like he's saying because these Chadori women are the same people who use Islam to harass people.
میشه. از طرفی بچهای ما که چادر و حجاب ندارن تو کوچه پس کوچه های شهرمون تیر و گلوله میخورن و کشته میشن.
Like our people, he's saying our kids, our people who are not wearing the hijab, these are the people who are being killed, and you're saying that you're getting beaten up. Our people are being shot.
کوچه پس کوچه های شهرمون تیر و گلوله میخورن و کشته میشن ولی شما هیچ حرفی ازشون نمیزنید.
Yeah, like he said, you people never said something when the Mahsa revolution happened, and our people, basically saying the liberal people, the secular people, the non-hijabi people, when they were being shot dead, you people didn't say anything. So why should we care about you now when you're being beaten up in the alleys? Again, I don't think they're being beaten up in the alleys for wearing hijab. I think she's just making that up. But it's interesting that the man's response was, if you're being beaten up, it's because you were doing worse to us. You were killing us. You were shooting us. And when we were being shot and we were being killed, where were you then? It's interesting that the comeback is not that this should not happen. The comeback, again, I'm not going to say that. I don't think anybody should be beaten up for wearing or not wearing the hijab. But anyways, I just want to show you how aggressive some people are turning against hijabis. Okay, so watch this.
Again,
yeah, again, some people saying I don't agree with him. I don't agree with him either. I'm just showing you how tense the situation is getting in some areas. Okay. And again, guys, this man is not a representative of all the, Zanzandagi Azadi revolutionary people. Okay, this is just one guy. Okay, like many people who are participating in Zanz and the Azadi, they just want everybody to be able to choose whatever they want. If you want to wear the hijab, sure, go ahead, do it. I'm not gonna, just don't force your hijab on me, right?
شخصیمو تو فضای مجازی مطرح کنم بهم میگن خفه شو. چرا آرایش میکنی؟ چرا تو فضای
شما هیچ حرفی ازشون نمیزنید.
اگر نظر عقیده شخصیمو تو فضای مجازی مطرح کنم بهم میگن خفه شو.
She says on social media, if I express my opinion, I get told shut up.
چرا آرایش میکنی؟
And they ask me, why am I wearing makeup? Because, okay, guys, so in Iran, a lot of women who wear hijab and also wear makeup, they usually are made fun of and called out by the more secular minded people, that because they're like, you're wearing the hijab, but you're also wearing makeup. The makeup is un-Islamic. And also, what's the point of the hijab if you're wearing makeup? Because the whole point of hijab is so that you are not attractive to the opposite sex. So if you're trying to not be attractive to the opposite sex, what the hell is the point of the makeup? This seems to be contradictory. So a lot of hijabi religious women in Iran who also wear makeup usually are called out for their hypocrisy of wearing makeup. So she said, every time I comment somewhere something on social media about my opinion, so people see her profile picture, which is a hijabi woman with makeup, people always make fun of her for her makeup.
چرا تو فضای مجازی هستی؟ چرا
Oh, and she's also made fun of for being on social media because the government has provided an alternative Iranian internal social media. So they have an alternative for Facebook, Twitter, Instagram that is Iranian made. And they tell Iranian people that Instagram, Facebook, these are illegal. You should just be on Iranian social media. And they're like, no, fuck off. First of all, they are very slow. And also the government has access to everything that I post there. They could see my private messages. They could see who I am. So they don't try. A lot of Iranians don't trust it. The Iranian social media, right? So she's on Instagram, so she's made fun of. Like, why are you on Instagram? You should go on the government-approved social media.
چرا تبرج میکنی؟
Yeah. So yeah, why are you going to? So she's naming the Iranian social media. She's like, why are you on Instagram? Go to the government-approved one.
چرا روبیکا نمیری؟ چرا
Rubicon. Why are you not on Rubicon? You should. Why are you on Instagram?
تبرج میکنی؟
بهت میگم خفه شو به خاطر اینکه نظر شخصی شماها روی کل جامعه تاثیر میذاره.
So he's saying they tell you to shut up because your opinions are affecting the entire society.
نظر شخصی زمانی شخصیه که برگرده فقط به خودت نه به دیگران.
So he's saying when you say it's just my personal opinion, your personal opinions, it's not just affecting you. Your personal opinions is affecting everyone else. So that's why they're telling you to shut up.
نه اینکه بگید شهر باید به من هیئتی عادت بکند و این چرت و پرتا. اینا نظر شخصی نیست. اینا زوره و مردم ما زیر بار زور نمیرن.
So he's saying these are not just personal opinions. These opinions are being forced upon us, and the people of Iran, we will not bend under force.
میتونی رفیق ما از هر چیزی فقط شعار دادنشو بلدیم.
Like he's basically saying we're only words and no action. He's basically trying to call out the Zanzan, the Azadi people, the liberal secular people, that you're just chanting, but in action, like you ask for freedom, but in action you're actually against freedom. So basically you're just empty words when you're saying you want freedom.
بهم یک بار بگو معنی آزادی رو در چی می‌بینی؟
So she's saying, tell me, what do you guys mean by when you say freedom? If you don't want to tolerate my opinions, if you don't want me to wear the hijab, then when you say freedom, what the hell do you mean?
معنی آزادی یعنی بی حجاب و با
Yeah, D is saying, love that sad victim music. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so it's trying to be the victim here. It's very interesting because they have the regime and the laws on their side, but somehow she's the victim. Okay. So this man is now responding to her what we mean by freedom.
معنی آزادی یعنی بی حجاب و با حجاب، با خدا و بی خدا، بی دین و با دین، کنار همدیگه توی مملکتشون خوش و خرم با همدیگه زندگی.
So he's saying freedom means people with hijab, without hijab, people with God or without God, people with religion or without religion, they could live next to each other in prosperity and freedom.
کنن.
Okay.
معنی آزادی یعنی یک محجبه با شرف به اسم بانو فاطمه سپهری میاد و در مقابل ظلمی که به مردمش داره میشه سکوت نمیکنه.
Oh, this guy is actually, this part of what he's saying is pretty base. He's saying the meaning of freedom is that a religious hijabi woman like Fatima Sepehri. Fatima Sepehri is an Iranian religious woman with the chador, fully religious, that she's in jail right now because she has aggressively stood against the regime in favor of the Mahsa revolution, in favor of the secular liberal-minded people of Iran, in favor of not forcing Islam upon people. So he's saying that we have women with the hijab that we respect. He's basically saying, not, you are not one of them. So he's saying that, yeah, we have hijabi women who are aggressively standing against the regime and the enforcement of Islam. That is what we call freedom, people who stand for freedom, right? So he's basically, this man is trying to divide some hijabi woman from the other ones. He's saying that, yeah, you're a hijabi woman, for example, that you are silent when it comes to the regime attacking us. You don't believe in the master revolution, so you're different. Even if you want to respect a hijabi woman with the chador, Fatima Sepehri would be an example of a woman that we respect because she actually stood up against the regime.
شما و حرف حق رو میزنه. معنی آزادی یعنی این که همین شخص محترم رو بعد از زدن حرف حق نیان دستگیر کنن و بندازنش تو زندان. معنی آزادی
Yeah, so he's saying freedom means that Fatima Sepehri, who is a fellow hijabi woman like you, when she said what she said, the regime came and arrested her, and she's now in jail on the harshest conditions. He's calling her out. She's saying that you guys don't believe in freedom because when I make an opinion on Instagram, you guys tell me to shut up. And so you think that we don't believe in freedom just because you're being insulted on social media? But where is your, why are you silent when the regime arrests a Fatima Sepehri, which is a hijabi woman like you, and she's in jail right now for standing up to the regime, and you don't call that out for not being freedom? You're, oh, this is not freedom because I'm being insulted on social media. I'm boo fucking who? Like, really, you're crying about that? You're saying that we don't believe in freedom just because you're being called out on social media, while at the same time you don't say anything about the government arresting the people who are standing up to them, even if they're hijabi. So that's actually a good point. That this part I agree with.
یعنی بچهای با شرفمون که برای حق طبیعیشون به خیابون‌ها میان رو نکشن. زندان
Yeah, like freedom means that when people come into the streets and they asking for their rights, they don't get shot. That's what freedom means. When we don't get shot, but just because we're protesting in the streets.
یعنی بچهای با شرفمون که برای حق طبیعیشون به خیابون‌ها میان رو نکشن، زندانی نکنن و شما بی‌شرف‌ها بیرون وایسین و اینجوری ارعر کنین واسه ماها.
While we're getting shot and while being imprisoned, you making donkey sounds, basically saying irrelevant, stupid things while we have bigger concerns.
هر وقت تونستی به نظر و عقیده و پوشش من احترام بذاری، اون موقع بیا از آزادی بگو.
So she's saying whenever you are able to come and respect what I'm wearing, so basically my freedom to wear the
پوشش
hijab.
من احترام
So he's saying she's basically saying only speak of freedom when you're able to come and respect my hijab. So whenever you manage to respect my opinion, my belief, and my clothes, my hijab, basically, only when you're able to respect that, only then come and speak of freedom. That's what she said.
پوشش من احترام بذاری، اون موقع بیا از آزادی بگو.
بابا شما دیگه خیلی پرروین. یعنی شماها دارین به عقاید و نظر شخصی ما احترام میذارید و این ماییم که صبح تا شب داریم میرینیم تو سر کله شما.
He's saying, wow, you have so much audacity. He's saying that to that girl, you're so full of Is it as if you are respecting our opinions? You're speaking as if you respect our opinions and our beliefs, and it's just us that is on your belief. He's saying, look at the audacity. The same people who would never respect our anti-religious beliefs, our secular beliefs, our liberal beliefs, now they are the same people who are demanding us to respect their beliefs.
ای توفتون شرف نداشتن.
So I should say, I spit on the sharaf. I spit on the honor that you do not have. So, I don't know how to translate that into. All right. So these are some hijab updates that I had to give you guys. Now, just to be fair, let's switch to some religious, because I want to make sure that we're balanced and fair here. I also want to show you how intense things are in Iran, how intense things are changing in Iran. So I want to give you more examples, because in the previous stream I gave you some examples like this, but now I want to give you some more examples of very religious people openly being against the regime,